From being 84 kgs just few months ago to now being 65 kgs, it's almost 20 kgs down. And let me tell you something. Honestly, nothing was working for me until I realized I was the problem. Not my diet, not my workouts, me. Okay, this is probably the most requested video on my channel. Like, what workouts did I do to lose weight? I think if I'm being honest, I at least saw 60 to 70 comments of you asking like, what workouts did I do? What's my workout split? Even both in Instagram and YouTube. So here we go. I promised some of you in the comment section that I will post this video by the end of April, and it's almost end of April, but I still did not film this video yet. I've been putting this off for so long because I wanted everything to be perfect. And again, the perfectionist in me will do anything but film this video because I film in front of my window and I use natural lighting as my main source of lighting. And most of the days, I think for the past 1 month, it's been cloudy. Like every day it's been cloudy and raining, and that's the major reason why I didn't film this video yet. So today I made up not one, not two, but 3 reasons why I should not film this video today, because today it's mostly cloudy, so I have to work with what I have. And also the second reason is I got a pimple here yesterday night. I was just contemplating if I should film today or not. And the third reason is my nail just broke this morning in the shower. And these are my natural nails, but still I want everything to be perfect. And then I'm like, wait a minute, what's the worst that could happen? You probably might not like how I look or my background or my lighting, but still I get to put my point out there. And that's what matters to me. So here I am filming this video for you today. Before we get into this video, I just want to be very clear with you that I'm not a fitness trainer. I don't have any certification, but what I do have is experience. Because I've been exactly where you are right now. Confused, trying everything, starting, stopping, and starting again. So without wasting any time, let's jump right in. Let me tell you a short story. This wasn't my first attempt to lose weight. I tried to lose weight so many times that I literally lost count of it. I would go all in for like 10 days, let's say eating healthy, working out, tracking steps. But then life would happen, or I might have to travel, or suddenly I would have these cravings, or even laziness, or just one bad day. And suddenly everything that I'm doing would stop. And then I'm like, oh my God, this plan is not working. So I used to make another plan, which is very similar to the previous one, and go all in for like 10 days or 2 weeks. And then what? Nothing changes. Like I used to see no results, and this is like a continuous loop. I used to be like a hamster on a wheel, like doing this again and again and no results. But it only gave me a lot of stress. But again, when I sat down and thought about it in August 2025, when I mean sat down, this time I'm like very focused. It's like do or die kind of situation. And I thought about it. I mean, really thought about it. But nothing was wrong with my plan. I didn't just stick with it long enough. It's as simple as that. And that one realization is like a light bulb moment for me, and it changed everything. This time I didn't try to be perfect. I didn't try to follow some complicated plans. I just told myself just one thing, that I would build something very simple just for myself, and something that I could repeat even on my bad days. And that's the key. And honestly, I stopped copying random plans online, because what works for someone else might not work for your life. So if you take anything from this video, then don't just blindly follow me. Please, please, please don't do that. I used to do that as well, but don't. Understand what I did and how I did, and build your own version. Okay, I have a question for you. When I say workout, what comes to your mind? I think most of you will say dumbbells or gym, right? But guess what I used to think of? I think you will not even imagine it. I used to think of treadmill. Yes, you heard it right. It's treadmill. I used to think treadmill is gym and gym is treadmill. Like, that's the only world that I know. And that was my comfort zone. And you wouldn't believe me if I say that I didn't know difference between cardio and weightlifting. I used to think everything is one. 20-minute home workout, or go for a walk, or lift weights. Oh, sorry. Lifting weights is out of the syllabus. I don't know what that is at that time. I used to think like gym, treadmill. Walking is gym. I don't know what happens. I used to think that, okay, if I walk a lot, then I lose fat. Not fat, but weight. I was always focused on my scale. I want that number to go down somehow, because I used to not care about anything else. I just want that number to go down. And now that I think about it, it's so funny that how dumb I was not knowing the difference between even cardio and weight loss. And also on the other hand, I am in awe of myself, that how far I've come and how much I've learned and grown in the past year about my body, body, about nutrition, about fitness. And see, this really proves that there's nothing you cannot learn. If you put your mind to it, you could learn anything. And then when I started to understand how to build muscle and about lifting weights, that is very awkward phase for me because I know what I have to do, but I don't have the confidence or courage to do it. Because if you are new to gym, there are a lot of people and you don't have the confidence always to go into the gym and behave like you know what you're doing, even though you know what you're doing. Me as a person, I'm usually confident when I'm speaking to people. When I'm with a bunch of people, I am always the icebreaker. So I don't have any issues when I go out or talk to people. But even for me, when I went to the gym for the first time, there were not a lot of people, maybe just 4 or 5, but still, I couldn't believe that I'm saying this word right now. I was nervous. I was really nervous because I didn't know anyone and I didn't know what to do. I mean, I know it in my head, but I didn't do it in real life. I was really worried that if my form is right or if people would judge me, or what if my workout clothes are not good enough. Because if you watch my shorts or videos before, you would see that I used to wear this big, huge t-shirt, like a pink t-shirt, I think. It's in the size XL. You know what I mean, right? I didn't have that gym girl aesthetic that people show online with those matching workout sets. I have nothing. I just have my loose old t-shirt and that's it. And with that, I'm confident enough to go to the gym. And there were these people like working out in this perfectly matched quad sets, gym workout sets. And I'm like, oh my God, they are so put together. And they had their hair in a sleek bun. And me on the other side, I used to have curly hair, right? So I didn't know how to manage my curly hair while working out. And it's very hard to find different curly hairstyles while working out. So I used to do whatever. Like I didn't care much about my appearance. Maybe now that I think about it, I should have put more effort. But what I really wanted to say is I used to be very embarrassed. Like even while lifting weights, I used to be so embarrassed that I used to go to a corner in my gym and do my workouts. If someone is entering the gym, I used to just run wherever I could hide and then I used to do my weights. I mean, not in the literal sense, okay? I used to wait for them to leave or maybe look other way. And I used to do all sorts of jugaad, but it's very embarrassing. I wish I could have filmed it. No. I don't think I could film it because that's the most embarrassing phase in my life. And then I thought of the silly idea that came to my head and I really wanted to experiment. So what I did was one fine morning, I woke up, I put oil in my hair, like literally dripping oil, and I also braided my hair. I wore whatever that's available at that time, and then I went to gym. To my surprise, there were like a couple of people there, but still you wouldn't believe me if I tell you what happened that day. Nothing. That's what happened. Nothing happened that day. Like nobody cared. I went to the gym. I worked out. I mean, I walked on the treadmill because that's my workout. And I came home. I did like 45 minutes of walking. I came home. I had a good shower and then moved on with my day. Nothing happened. And there's one important thing that I learned from this experiment, that I really learned to not care about what people think. Even though I looked like a full-on oil tanker that day, I didn't care. I came to the gym to work out, so I'll do it and I'll go. That's it. I didn't care about if they're looking at me because I didn't want to have that eye contact. Trust me, when I put that oil and braid, I didn't want to even look at their eyes because I didn't want the possibility of me seeing that they're looking at me, right? That's how embarrassed I am. I didn't want to do that. So I was just reading my book and walking for 45 minutes and that's it. After I went home and in the shower, that's when I realized what actually happened. Nothing. Nobody cared. And after that little crazy experiment of mine, I started to get slowly comfortable with working out in the gym. But I'm not saying you to put oil in your hair and braid it and go to the gym because I don't want to put you in that spot. Do whatever that makes you go to the gym and also being comfortable while doing it, because I didn't want to impose this idea on you because everybody has like different thresholds, right? You might not be very comfortable with doing this. For me, I'm crazy. I used to like not care at all. But for you, you might have like different ideas in your head. Like what's the worst that could happen? Even if you fail, that's still a win because you're learning from your failures. You will not make the same mistake again, right? So that's a win as well. Okay, now let's talk about what workouts I actually did. I know you all have been waiting for this, right? But I still wanted to put this section in the end because I don't want you all to take the same plan or maybe create your own and just do the workouts that I tell you, because I first want you all to get your mind right, make your mindset stronger and learn from my experience that how exactly I was able to achieve this for myself. What mindset did I have? that. What exactly did I do? Because trust me, this version that you see right now, it was once a hope for me. I never thought I would get down to 65 kgs. I know some of you might think that it's just a number, so what's the big deal about it? But it is. It is a very big deal for me because I never thought this is possible. But I did a lot of things and tried different techniques, different diets, different workouts, but still nothing worked until I changed my mindset. So that's the only reason I want you guys to listen to the entire video before giving you the workouts. I know this is not some magic pill or anything like that, but still I want to put this section in the end because I don't want to just give the workouts in the first half of the video and then most of you might click off. But I really wanted to change your mindset. Okay, let's start. I used to work out 3 days a week because I didn't want to burn myself. I wanted to start slow. You can even work out 2 days or maybe one because you don't want to burn yourself out. And my workout split for the week is 1 leg day and 1 push day and 1 pull day. So let's start with the most favorite day in my workout split, which is leg day. I used to be very excited when it was leg day. I really used to love the RDLs in some of the workouts that I do. But now I think I'm still figuring out. Okay, now there's no favorite day. But when I started out like a couple of months ago, in August of 2025, that was my favorite day. And for leg day, I keep it very simple. I just only do 4 exercises with 3 sets each and 12 reps in each set. And that's the baseline. The skeleton of my workout split. I do that for every single exercise. It's 3 sets, 12 reps. Even for both push and pull day, I just only do maybe 3 or 4 workouts. So the first workout in a leg day is kettlebell squats. You can do this with your heels elevated or without. But if you're a beginner and if you're new to this, try to do it with your heels elevated because that's easier compared to when you do directly on the floor because it's going to be very hard. So start slow. If you are a beginner, then maybe just do 8 reps and 2 sets or 3 sets if you can do it, but don't just go all in and the next day you would not be able to even climb stairs or even walk because that used to be me. I used to go all in and it was really terrible and bad for me because I used to get very sore muscles because I used to not work out at all. That too with weights, no chance. I used to maybe walk or do 20-minute home workout, but with weights, I think that's my first time working out. And let me tell you honestly that if you saw me at that time, like initial, I think in the couple of months when I started to work out, you would literally think that I had an accident or something like that because that's how bad it is. It used to be very embarrassing when I go out. I used to walk very slowly compared to others. So mind you on that. And the second workout in a leg day is split lunges. So again, I'll insert a clip of all the workouts that I'm talking about on the screen so that you could see rather than me explaining. And again, all these workouts are 3 sets and 12 reps each. And you can see here that I'm doing it with weights. But if you're a beginner, then don't do it with weights because this exercise is especially very hard out of all the 4 exercises that you're going to do because I really struggled with this exercise and also my form was really bad. That's how hard it was to keep up the right form for me. If you are a beginner, maybe then I should put like a warning sign here because you probably should start with like 1 set with 12 reps rather than doing like 3 sets because it is very hard and it will kill your thighs, let me tell you. But don't be frightened, just do it, but start slow. And the third exercise for our leg day, which is my personal favorite out of all 4, is RDLs, which is Romanian deadlifts. I'll insert a clip of me doing these workouts, but if you really wanted to learn how to do these workouts and if you're a beginner and you know nothing about these workouts, then maybe try searching on YouTube, maybe how to do RDLs or how to do split lunges because I really don't want to give any suggestions on the form or how to do the workouts. I just want to show you and tell you like what I did and what I still do because I am not a fitness trainer and I don't have my form right all the time. I'm still learning and there are a lot of things to learn when it comes to workouts and I don't want to teach you the form when I'm still learning some myself. And the 4th exercise for our leg day is leg press. All of these workouts that I mentioned until now don't require any machines, but this one does. But if you don't have access to a gym or if you don't have this specific machine in your gym, then you can skip this exercise because this exercise will also work the same muscles, your hamstrings, your glutes and your quads, and you're also working the same muscles in your first exercise, which is a kettlebell squats. So maybe you could do like a couple of sets more for the first exercise if you don't have access to this machine, and that's it for your leg day. It's as simple as that. And after that, I walk for at least like 10 to 15 minutes on a treadmill because it's very hard to hit your step goals if you don't walk in the morning. If you walk for like at least 10 to 15 minutes, I think that would give you a good head start for your day. You would at least do 3 3K or 2K steps in the morning. That way you could throughout the day walk and maybe hit your goal, let's say 6K. Then it's very easy if you do like a chunk of it in the morning. Or you could walk whenever you want. It's totally based on your personal preference. And one more thing that I wanted to say is that before you do any of these workouts or these exercises that I told you, even on your push or pull day, which I'm going to tell next, you have to warm up. You have to warm up your body. You cannot start working out directly, like walk into the gym and lift weights. You cannot do that. You have to warm up. Let me give you a very simple example. When you cook, what do you do first? You first put your pan on the stove and then turn on the stove and then put some oil in it and you wait for the oil to heat up. You wouldn't just put the pan on the stove and then put all the onions, right? Even if you don't care and put onions in cold oil, it still gets the job done. You'll still have your final meal, but it might not be as tastier as if you wait for the oil to heat up, or it might absorb more oil and it might not be as healthy as when you wait for the oil to heat up, right? So that's the same thing with your body. If you don't warm up and if you work out, you'll still get the job done. And maybe if you stick with it consistently, you might even also lose weight. But what happens in the long run, like all of this accumulation, it'll show up. If not today, then someday in the future. It's like a ticking time bomb. So why do you want that for yourself? Just warm up for 5 to 10 minutes before every workout and be done with it. When I mean warm up, it's not like those exercises that you do in your PT class. Just try to do some research. And there are a ton of videos on YouTube and Instagram that you can learn from. And the next day is push day. And here we work out our chest, shoulders, and triceps. I'm going to do 4 exercises to work these muscles, and again I'm doing 3 sets of 12 reps each. The first exercise is bench press or a chest press, and if you don't have the chest press machine in your gym, then you can do bench press. Or if you have this machine and if you're someone who's new to working out, then I would recommend doing it with a chest press machine because it's very hard to mess up your form. I personally like to choose whatever I feel like doing that specific day. So this first exercise has 2 exercises in it. One is flat bench press and the other is incline bench press. So technically it's like 5 exercises for push day. And the third exercise is shoulder press. And if you're a beginner, maybe try starting slow because I really struggled with this exercise. I really wanted to lift heavier, so I went ahead and maybe did 10 pounds or so. I was not able to do it. I didn't remember the weight, but I was not able to do it. There are high chances of you injuring your shoulder, so go low and also go slow and learn the form, and then only maybe start to increase your weights. Don't hurry. There is no rush. There is all the time in the world. Okay, don't rush. Fourth exercise is lateral raises. Again, start slow because this was really hard for me. I keep on saying like every workout is hard for me because I am a beginner in a literal sense. I had no idea of working these muscles out. All these muscles used to chill, like my shoulder, bicep, tricep, glute, hamstring, quads, all of these muscles, they even forgot how would it feel if they work out. I know I'm the one who didn't work out, but still, if you talk in literal sense, all these muscles are chilling out and now they suddenly have to start working out and now they're like, no, please, we don't want to work out. And I'm like, no, you will work out and will get stronger. And the fifth exercise is my most favorite exercise out of all the exercises that I'm going to tell you today, because I know I said that leg day is my favorite, but I like leg day as a whole. But if I had to pick one exercise that I could do for the rest of my life, I know this sounds weird, it would be tricep push down. That is hands down my favorite. I don't know what it is, but I really like how I feel when I'm doing this workout. Even though I don't have any visible tricep now, but you can see my bicep though. I think my tricep, it's still too shy. I have to work extra hard to tone the back of my arms. I really don't know why tricep push down is my favorite workout, even though I did not see the results yet. When I mean results, I really wanted to have like a good tricep definition and also bicep and like a toned arm. But I know I'll get there, but it'll take some time. But it's very hard to stay motivated when you don't see the results visibly, right? I honestly think it's in my genetics to have thick arms and thick thighs, but it's okay. We'll get there. I also have this picture on my vision board. It's a picture of a woman who has toned arms, like defined bicep and shoulders and everything. So I hope I'll get there by the end of this year, but still it's a very long way to go. And third day is pull day. So here we work our back and biceps. And I also wanted to tell you one more important thing, that why I chose these specific exercises to pair together, pull day and push day. What is the reason behind it? So for push day, what muscles are we working? We are working our chest, shoulder and tricep, right? So whenever you push something, your chest chest and tricep muscles get activated. So what happens when you work your biceps in between? Let's say on your push day, you also work out your bicep, because bicep is a pull muscle. Like whenever you pull something, your bicep get activated. So when you mix all of this together, what happens is that you will not be able to lift more, like your strength or your volume that decreases, and also it's hard to recover faster. And the muscle recovery, it happens, but it's not optimized. So it's always better to work similar muscle groups. So in this case, we are doing like chest, shoulder, and tricep, right? So whenever you push something, these are the muscles that get activated. And for the pull day, I'm doing bicep and also back. So these are the muscles that get activated whenever you pull something. So that's the science behind it, and that's the thing that I learned from my research. But if you're someone who is a fitness freak and you are at this level and you're a pro, then let me know if I missed something, because I'm always open to learn. And this is the thing that I learned. Even if this is incorrect, then let me know. Correct me in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. So for pull day, we're doing 4 exercises. Again, it's 3 sets and 12 reps each. So the first exercise is lat pull down, and this works our back muscle. And I'll also insert a clip of me doing this workout. And I used to be very bad at it. My form used to be very bad. Even though my gym has this machine, I still used to struggle with it a lot. And the second exercise is seated rows, and this also works the same muscle. But most of the days, if I remember correctly, I used to skip this because the machine that I had in my gym, it's not good. It used to be wobbly. So I used to struggle a lot doing this workout. So sometimes I do it and sometimes I don't. But if you have this machine in your gym, then you can totally do it. And the third exercise is face pulls, and this works out our rear deltoids and also exterior rotators and also lower traps. Initially, my form is the worst for every exercise, so I learned as I go. So even if you're struggling with the form, maybe just search on Google like how to do face pull. Even if you know how to do all of these workouts, I still recommend that you go online and do some research and watch these videos again and correct your form, because it might be quite some time since you worked out. Because the reason I think you're watching these videos is because you might be completely beginner. In that case, you definitely have to watch these videos. If you're someone who maybe works out like once in 2 months or like once in 3 months and you're not regular with it, I think you still have to watch these videos and learn on the form, because it's very crucial to not get injured. Because a lot of people, when they go to gym, they think that they know all about these machines. They know how to use them because the instructions are right there, so they can read that and do it. And also when it comes to dumbbells, they think that their form is right, but trust me, you'll be shocked to know that there's a lot more to work out than just having a good form. You should also have mind muscle connection. Let's say I'm working out my biceps. While doing my bicep curls, I should obviously think about my biceps growing. I'm working out my biceps. I should imagine that like my biceps are getting stronger. I shouldn't think about Michael Jackson's new movie that's coming out, right? I should be focusing on my biceps. So that's what I'm talking about. I should exactly focus on the muscle that I'm working. Also, your breathing, you should absolutely have it under control. You should not do you should not do that, okay? Because proper breathing will allow an optimized oxygen supply to all of your organs. So you should have all of this in mind. Like it's not just about the right form. And the fourth exercise is bicep curls, and this also has like 2 variations. One is bicep curls and the other one is hammer curls. So you could technically say that there are 5 exercises for a pull day. So the first one is bicep curls, and this is what I usually do most of the days. But when I do remember, I also do the hammer curls, and that's it. I just worked out 3 days a week and then I rested. And I think this is where most of the people go wrong, trying to do everything at once. Perfect diet, perfect workout, and perfect routine. And now that I thought about diet, I already made a video about what I eat in a day. So if you're new here, which I doubt like most of you are already my subscribers, but if you're new here, then go watch it, because I literally told you like how I eat and what I eat and how much I eat. So I think that will help you a lot too. What was I saying? Yeah, perfect diet, perfect routine. And when they can't keep up, they quit. But consistency beats everything. I'll be honest, there were days when I didn't feel like going to the gym at all, and I didn't force myself to go. I just walk on my walking pad, and if you don't have a walking pad, I definitely recommend you get one, because that is going to be a game changer in your fitness journey. You can walk easily whenever you want. You don't need to get ready to go outside. You could walk at your own pace. Or maybe I'll do something small like doing 10-minute stretches or 20-minute home workout, but I did not quit. And that is the only difference. And if there is one key asset that you have to take away from this video, then let it be this. It's not what you do on your good days that matters. It's what you do on your bad days that makes the difference. Let me repeat this again, because I really want to etch this on your brain. It's not what you do on your good days that matters. It's what you do on your bad days that makes the difference. If you're watching this right now and you're thinking that I'll start when I'm ready, then let me hold your hand and tell you, that you'll never be ready. Start messy, start scared. Like I started this YouTube channel. Just start with whatever you can do right now, because trust me, if I can go from 84 kgs to 65 kgs, then you can too. Hi guys, this is Editing Shri here, and right now I'm editing the video that you're watching right now, and I quickly wanted to drop in and say something that I forgot to tell you while I was filming this video. If you notice in the video, I mentioned that I was 65 kgs, right? And you might think that I was already 69 early this year in January, right? So why did it take this long to just lose like 4 kgs? And I wanted to talk about it because when I started this journey, I used to lose weight like this. It was very quick. But now what happened was I did not work out for a month. You heard it right. I did not go to gym for a month. I think it's in March because I hurt my back. I don't know how it happened at all, because this is not an injury. One day, one fine day, I just woke up, and when I got down the bed, I was like, stuck, froze, and I don't know what happened. Maybe it's like a wrong sleeping position or something. I was not able to like walk for 2 days. I really wanted to recover. The pain, like, it stayed for almost 2 to 3 weeks. It slowly got down, but still I do not want to risk going to the gym again. It's not because of the workout, because I didn't work out for at least like 2 days before the pain started. So it's not regarding workout at all. I'm sure that I did not have a proper sleeping position. So yeah, that's why I think my progress also has been stalled, and also I've been cheating a lot in my diet, and I'm not as consistent as I used to be before. But yeah, that's the situation. So maybe that's a reason why I lost only 4 kgs. And also, when you start losing weight in the beginning, it's very easy, but as you go, you hit that plateau, right? So that's what happened as well. So all of these reasons together, I was still 65. But today, this was 2 days after I filmed this video, so I am not 65. I came down to 64s, and I feel like there's a lot of body recomposition happening, and you don't have to beat yourself up for just a number on a scale, right? So yeah, that's a quick update. So now let's get back into the video. I totally forgot to introduce myself in the beginning of this video because I was really excited about it. But if you're new here, hi, I'm Sai Shri. You can call me Shri. And if you're someone who's coming back just for me, then thank you so much. That means the world to me. If you have any questions, comments about this video, or if I should improve in something, then let me know in the comment section. But if you're watching this right now, then comment this emoji, that I'll know that you're the real one and you watched till the end just for me, or maybe for you. But the main thing is you learn something from my experience, right? That's the key here. I really want you guys to learn from my experience and also get on your fitness journey and achieve your goals. I really want to be besties with you, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel so that we both can be YouTube friends. And also I read all of my comments and also respond to most of them. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, take care. Bye bye.